art lovers, it's Jenny at Julia Baby Jen. Okay, so I kind of had this idea on our my favorite art group. We always talk about what we're working on that day, and we post pictures of works in progress, and it's kind of fun to just keep everybody up to date on what you're working on. Well, I thought it might be fun to do that in a video, and I think I might try to do it weekly, but we'll see. Now, some of the things I've made this week I've already sent out, and those things that I've sent out I will put pictures at the end of this video so you can see all that. I know for sure I made my April postcards and I mailed those out. And my April ATC cards I mailed out already too. So I will have to just put pictures in of those, so you'll see those at the end. But here's some other things I've been working on this week that I still have in my possession. First of all, I've been working on swaps. I've been working on my friend David's journal for like the last 2 months constantly. That has been like my big project, and that the last like couple weeks, well, this last week I didn't work on it, but the last couple weeks that's all I worked on. And then I had to get caught up on my swaps because I didn't do any of my swaps and I was way behind. So this last week, that's what I've been doing to get all my April swaps caught up by tomorrow. And I am done with all of them. I have one more to mail out, which will get mailed out tomorrow, and I will show you that. So I haven't done anything really in J52, my Journal 52, or Document Your Life, or my Altered Book, or any of my other journals. Nothing's been done except for one thing. I did get inspired to do a Journal 52 piece, so I did it. I'm happy at least I got one done. When I get caught up on my swaps, I'm going to work more on my journals. I did not sign up for very many in May yet because I would like to get caught up. I'm way behind. So this was week 13 of Journal 52, and the theme was How Does Your Garden Grow? So this is what I did. I'll scooch back just a little bit. So this was kind of another experiment, I guess. First of all, the background is all jelly printing. I basically used flower stencils and some general shaped stencils, and I used every color that I have, every paint color except for black. So every color I have is in the background. I want it to be very colorful. So that is the background. And then I did a little bit of gesso over some of it to mute a little bit of the colors. And over that I used my gelatos. So the smeary pastel-y looking stuff is actually my gelatos over gesso. And a little bit of water. And then, let's see, I drew on the tree branch and the little berries on the buds on the tree branch and the bird. That was done with either marker, the branch was marker, the little buds was a pink pen, and the bird was a combination of marker and gelatos. And then I made some deli flowers. That's using jelly printing and a pen and parchment paper, and then regular paper, word pages, and then a few stickers on it to finish it off. So that was my week 13, How Does Your Garden Grow? It's very abstract-y kind of a garden, I guess. So it turned out pretty cute. I like the colors, so it was kind of fun to do. I wanted to make some deli flowers. I hadn't done that before. Those were really fun to do and turned out awesome, but they are very time-consuming to make. There's a lot of steps to those. So I want to keep making them, but we'll see. I also made some like hearts instead of flowers for some other projects, and so yeah, I'm kind of like, why are we just stopping with the deli flowers? You can make any shape you want. So I'm going to play around with that more. And then I wanted to play with my gelatos, and of course jelly printing. I'm really into that right now. So that's kind of where that all came out of. So other than that and my swaps, the other thing I did this week was pretty much jelly printing using some of my new stencils, and I had so much fun. The first night I sat down to do some jelly printing, they did not turn out great. I don't even know Yeah, I do have them in here. I'm going to show you the first night I sat down to do some jelly printing because it didn't turn out really that awesome. So this was the first night, and I don't know what was going on, but it wasn't doing anything I wanted it to do. I mean, they turned out okay. I'm going to probably cut them apart. These would actually make great deli flowers. Because they just, yeah, it's just basically different colors on my paper. I'm not sure why I was having so many issues that night. Normally, it's really easy to do, but that's just how it goes, I guess, sometimes. So these are the ones I did the first night, and they're not bad. They're just not what I wanted them to be, which sometimes happens in jelly printing. You can still make stuff out of them. So that was what I did the first night. I played around with my new stencils, and yeah, you can't even tell they're stencils or anything that I did. I also was trying to use my new chipboard pieces, and I just was not having any luck. So then last night I tried again, and it came out a little bit better. These I kind of covered because I was planning on cutting them out and making stuff out of them. They're a little wrinkled up. I have a lot of paint on them. This one I really liked how that came out. I like it when they're subtle sometimes like that. That was only like a little bit. It was like the third time through the printing process on the same thing of paint. So you get a very subtle look, and that's actually kind of fun sometimes for a background page or just a little background. That one's pretty cool. This one you can kind of see the gears I was trying to do in it. That one you can see them a little more, I think. And then these I did, and these were my favorites. These came out great. These will be great, great, great background pages. And I figured out, I used that drawing paper that I showed in my mail art haul. That drawing paper works great for jelly printing. Wonderful. So, I mean, these backgrounds are pretty much ready to go. I can do whatever project I want on them now. This one's really pretty. These are those Martha Stewart stencils, which are just really awesome. This was my favorite one. I love that one. So yeah, those Martha Stewart stencils are great for jelly printing. And they'll be great for so many other things too. I like the variety I got with them. So that was my jelly printing, and like I said, they turned out pretty good. I might send a few of these to some people on my jelly printing list. I got to send Stacy some, so I might send her a few of those, which hopefully she would really like. She sent me some really good ones, so, or I might make some more. I really like these. I don't really want to send them out, but I can always make more. So that's the jelly printing. And then one other thing to show you that I've been working on this weekend, sprayed it. I just did some spray paint on it, so it's a little wet still, so it looks a little wet. So I'm sorry, but this is actually for my April secret art swap, which always seems to be the last thing I do of the month. Maybe because it's such a daunting thought, because it doesn't have like a specific theme. You can make anything you want art related, and it's like it's supposed to be something good. So I always have issues with it, although I think I do pretty good. But this is what I did for the art swap. So I just did a collage of book pages, and this is for Carrie, who really likes vintage. So I kind of went with more vintage inspired background pages. So I made a collage, and then I painted a picture with my black paint pen, basically. I used my Paris stencil for the skyline, and then did a moon, and then I made some borders. I did steampunk gear type on the bottom, and I did one of my Martha Stewart stencils things for the top, and then I did a little suitcase since it's kind of travel related with Paris. Then I did the I really wanted it to be more black and white, but I added some color, just a hint of blue and purple spray paint, so it's not real obvious, but I wanted a little bit of color on it. And then I added just a little bit of glitter, make it kind of blingy and sparkly, especially on the buildings and the moon. So that's how that came out. I think it's pretty cool, but yeah, it looks a little wrinkly right now because it's wet. but it'll dry here soon. And then I edged it in black too with my distress paints. So that is my my art swap, and Carrie will get this, so I hope she really likes it. Oh, I'm not quite done with it. I forgot of something I was going to put on it. Oops. Well, so I'm not quite done. This is a work in progress. I got one more thing to do on it, so but I'll take a picture and show it. So that's what I've been working on this last week. Pretty standard stuff, and next week I'll show you what I'm working on next week, hopefully. But everyone has a good day. I will talk to you later. Bye.